In this episode of Horse Shelter Heroes, Doc is out. He does a surgery on a horse. We have a whole lot of adoptions. And that little mini that we rescued from the auction, you're going to see a transformation happen with him. Don't miss a single minute of Horse Shelter Heroes.
So this is Kim here. We're going to do an adoption appointment with her. She's going to look at Tango and Cece, and then she has a working interview afterwards.
And what are you interviewing to do?
I'm interviewing for the adoption specialist and vet tech.
So this is Tango. From what I know about Tango, he can be hard to catch in the pasture. I think she just did a couple minutes in here, just getting him moving off and then turning in a little bit.
Okay.
I did see the notes where it said that he just needs a longer ride, so like kind of like a trail ride thing. So I would throw a saddle on him and kind of show him off a little bit, but I am definitely too big for this horse. So right now we're gonna go up and catch Cece. She just looked at Tango, but she also wants to take a look at Cece to see which horse she wants to adopt. So this is Cece. We got Cece in the October auction. She's about 12 years old. We haven't done the initial evaluation on her yet, but I believe she was ridden through the October auction, and from what I heard, she did really well.
She reminds me a lot of my barrel horse I used to have. I got 5 years of experience working with both small and large animals, and they're just like my little sanity place. They keep me sane.
I'm putting a chin strap on the bridle because this bridle did not have one. If you don't have a chin strap on the snaffle bit, you'll end up pulling that snaffle bit right through their mouth. She's pretty comfortable. Doesn't take much to get her to move around or turn. She is actually responding to my leg pressure a little bit there too. Seems like a pretty good horse. So what do you think? Think you want to adopt Cece?
Absolutely.
All right.
I gotta scoop her up for somebody else does.
So something that we do when we adopt horses out, we move their picture over from the Looking for Love wall to the Found Love This Month wall.
Good morning, how are you today?
Good. I'm glad you guys made it.
Being adopted by this.
You sure you don't want to take a cat home too?
Our cat would not appreciate it.
Oh. So this is Jukebox.
Boy?
And Kimberly kind of talked to you about like a little bit ulcery, that kind of, okay, perfect.
Hi. Oh.
Like she wrote a bunch about him when they brought him. He was a surrender. He was from the University of Findlay and like did their program and stuff like that. And then retired, like I don't want to say retired, but then went to the lady that had surrendered him here. And he more like with the arthritis, more light riding, like rather than trying to do heavy stuff like she was doing. So, but we did x-rays and it wasn't as bad as like we thought it was going to be, how she made it sound. But he loves having a job. He's that type of horse, you can tell.
You want to give him a treat? I have another half treat in my pocket.
That is very beautiful.
I know, I love him.
So it's basically like training a baby?
Oh yeah.
Because they don't know anything.
It's hard to find people that want just pasture pets.
Look, we took her from Colorado with us to Tennessee, and she's fine living with us still. She's finished.
Yeah.
I mean, I think being 17 with arthritis, he could go on like a joint supplement or something just for maintenance, but he's not on anything at the moment. You like him?
No, I like this horse. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, boy.
Good
He's
boy.
got a silly little forelock like Pablo.
They are going to adopt Jukebox.
That is exciting. I told them any cat that jumps up in the carrier, though, they get it's their +1. You'll also get this folder, which is his microchip information as well as his Coggins report.
On that wall, he shall stay.
Yay. For sure.
Guys, thank you so very much.
Yes, thank you.
Appreciate it. Y'all have a great day.
You as well.
I was working with another rescue called Long Road Home up in Colorado, and they knew that we were moving down here, and they suggested we look you guys up on Facebook and see what you do. And we ended up getting lots of more land and had some space for another horse. We had a great time, and he's the perfect horse for us, so thank you for choosing him, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
We're getting a delivery from Summertown Metals today. It's the rest of the material we need to finish up the bed barn. We got our tractor guys pulling up here soon. We got a couple of pins that need to be scraped out, and they're gonna take away this pile of dirt and concrete right behind me here. Most of the concrete I piled up right there.
Yeah, but you want all this,
Yeah. So he had to get all the panels out of the way and the T-post and pull the water troughs out so that we could scrape this pin right here. I don't know if you guys have seen in our videos, but when we have our intake, there's quite a bit of mud in that pin. So we're gonna get that taken care of today. Well, we're gonna get some rock out here. They're gonna build up a ramp so they can dump it in there a little bit easier. So it's not much, just kind of build up a hay and manure there. So we're just gonna kind of scrape off the top layer and then throw some dirt on top of it, kind of pat it up and try to avoid the mess that it usually is. We gotta get this guy caught first. He was gelded yesterday. And I tried haltering him. He was in one of our catch pens yesterday and he about ran me over, so we'll see how this goes. And there we go. He was a yearling during the big ice storm in Texas where they had all those wrecks and everything that happened. So he was actually malnourished from that. He didn't get all the nutrients he needed. And that could happen sometimes with these guys. His dad was about 3 times his size. And at 2 years old, he's not gonna get much bigger than this. All right, so he's in here now. I gave him some hay to kind of help him settle down a little bit in here. So we're gonna head back down right now. I got some more work I gotta get done down there. I gotta get our new vet tech lined out on what she's doing today and get the horses pulled and ready for Doc to come out. And we'll come back up here once they're done and kind of see what it looks like and go from there. How's it going? Good deal. You ready?
Ready.
All right, perfect. So we'll probably start by getting those guys pulled out. Are you coming up here to clean up a little bit? Or?
No, I was bringing her to you.
Oh, okay, perfect. Well, we're heading back down.
So we would like to introduce somebody who has just come to our team, and her name is
Kim.
Now, to make it a little more confusing, we have 3 Kimberlys who now work here.
Yes.
Yes.
Very confusing. The way I come across this position was I had came to look at 2 horses, ended up taking one of them home who is extremely spoiled, but we love her. Applied for the animal health records position, actually landed the job. It's the best place you could ever work for because who else wouldn't want to come to work every day and play with horses? I would. But I have 35 years experience working with horses, been a vet tech for 6 years. And here I am today, loving every day that I come to work.
That's great. So we're really excited to add her to our team.
So why are you behind the camera, Connie?
Sarah's sick, and we don't have a new film person yet, and so Jason was filming. Now I had to step in. I've never really done the audio thing before, but I can hear everything everyone is saying, so that's pretty cool.
And we're still looking for somebody for that video position,
We
right?
need a videographer so badly. So if you're watching this and you're a video person and would like to join our team, contact us.
So this is Hall Pass here. He was an owner's surrender from last week.
Did you say Hall Pass?
Hall Pass.
And we just need to look into her general health exam.
Yeah.
The good thing is I'm hearing nothing abnormal. He sounds pretty good. I'm pretty sure I felt the left one for sure, and I thought I touched the right one once. Look at this. What's he done there? I've never seen that before. Looks like he's ripped off top of the coffin bone. And you can't tell. Look, you can see this ridge right here. That's where the damage is. And there's so almost, instead of being nice and round, there's almost a ridge here, a point, and a ridge going over. Well, let's see what happens after Garrett trims him up. And you can tell that he's a little swollen right there. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's cool.
No. This is the left.
Yep.
Okay, that is what a coffin bone's supposed to look like.
We're gonna go over to the training barn and we're gonna check on the rest of the horses.
And she found her a little bit, but not as bad as you think. She needs to grow some hoof, because where that crack is, I mean, that's her soul right there. I think her feet, her bones look pretty good. She needs to grow some hoof, and she needs some hoof work. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with her. We got some cracks that we need to take care of. I didn't see any rotation.
This is Cinderella. What's happening to Cinderella?
So we are worried about some cancer in her eye, and it also looks like she may have punctured one of her eyes.
I hate to be the judge and jury on something, but I don't like the way that looks. It looks like over here we even have a little growth that goes with it, starting to get bigger there. And it hasn't improved any. Y'all been putting any medication in there?
We did last week, but not over the weekend, I don't
But
believe.
there's no improvement with any medication. That's another bad thing. Just nervous that it's cancer.
She's got splits on both of her feet going up all the way past the coronet band. That's why I was really concerned about her.
The problem with that is when there's damage to the coronary band, that's where it's like your nail cuticle, that's where your nail comes from. And when there's damage to the coronary band, then there can be no hoof growth there.
Grow back, you see?
Huh?
It just doesn't grow back.
Just doesn't grow back, yeah. See, we have a living example. Oh! She's not rotated, but you can see the abscess is right next to the coffin bone, probably even touching there. And then she's relaxed down. She's not foundered, but everything else is wrong. We got some arthritis. We got some dirt. Yeah, we got a lot of mud there, but it looks like that joint's trying to collapse some. And part of that could have caused the arthritis to form, but if he's using the leg some, he needs some chondroitin sulfate.
We'll just watch him and see how he does, and if it starts bothering him more and more, then we'll readdress it then.
We have a delivery here, and it's FedEx, but it's a much bigger FedEx than normal. It'll be the recovery doors and also in the surgery room. So it'd be great to have these doors here and get them installed.
So we have our adoption appointment here now. They're going to be looking at Twix, but they also wanted to surprise the little girl that came with them and potentially get a kid broke horse for her. So I'm thinking maybe we could pull Cassie or Callum out and see what they think of them.
Do you see this little one?
That is Twix right there.
Oh my goodness.
So I do want to remind you that he is unhandled.
Sure.
So here he is.
How cute. Look at that belly. Oh my goodness.
He's got the big hay belly right now.
I know, that's great. You want to try and give him a treat? Very nice. Well, we don't want him to get too fat, but yes, you can give him another treat.
So you have experience working with horses?
Yeah,
Yes.
we have some.
All right.
Let's go for a little walk. Yeah, good job. Good job, big guy. Good job. You saying hi to Grace? I love your braids.
Thank you.
There you go. You just want a nice move, nice and slow. Give him time.
You guys like him?
Yeah, we like him.
All right.
I think my big quarter horse will like him too.
So you guys think you want to adopt Twix today?
I think we would like to.
Yeah.
All right. That's awesome. So they have decided to adopt Twix, but we're also going to have them look at a horse named Cassie that came in the October auction. And Cassie was evaluated and she is a level 2, so she is able to ride. And she's pretty safe for almost anybody. You guys think you're gonna adopt Cassie too?
Please?
I think so.
All right.
Yay! Now I have 4 horses.
I know.
Oh, wow.
Well,
And a pony.
3.5.
Yeah, three and a quarter actually.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's teeny. Surprise!
Hi.
Okay, what do we have to do?
So I'll just have you fill out a little bit of paperwork. So let me just grab it here.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Enjoy your new horses.
Thank you.
Okay, so we were looking for a pony for Christmas, and we saw Twix online, and then I started thinking about getting her one, and so when we came out here we also took a look at Cassie, and they were wonderful together, and so we're going to take them both home.
Awesome. And how has your experience been here?
Really great, really great. They obviously care very much for the horses and care about giving them all a good home. So.
And how did you find out about Horse Plus?
You know, I think I found you online. I was just searching. I had already been approved to be a foster for a company in Knoxville, but they were just too far away for me to be of any help. And then I ended up finding you, and we decided to adopt.
So we have an adopter here today, and they're going to look at Benji, and we'll see if Benji can find a good home.
I was looking for a donkey as a pasture pet, and so when I saw your guys' ad, I sent in an application. Was needing a pasture mate, particularly a donkey, and I believe it was the adoption coordinator sent me an email and said we thought Benji would be a good match for you.
That's
and
perfect.
So I came down to see him, and he's adorable.
Yeah, he's probably one of the sweetest donkeys on the property too, and his bray is
the best.
Pathetically cute.
That's the best. Yeah. I love them when they're extra loud.
It's
and,
loud and squeaky and
yes,
obnoxious.
You want it to be the most annoying, loudest thing. That's when you know it's a good one.
Yeah.
And so you guys, I know, go to the auctions and try and find, it's like the slaughter pipeline, is that right?
Yeah.
And so how do you guys end up, is that common for donkeys to end up in that type of situation too?
We get tons of donkeys from the auction.
Really? What a good boy.
So you think you're going to adopt him?
Yes, sir, I'd love to. He's a sweet little guy. He's the cutest thing, and he's exactly what I'm needing.
That's perfect. That was the fastest adoption we've ever had. So she will be adopting Benji today.
All right, that's great. Okay, let me get your paperwork together.
Okay.
From this one to the other one. And you can see the difference in the picture and how he looks now.
Oh yeah, he was so skinny.
He's put on a lot of weight.
Oh goodness. And then he'll go over here?
Yep.
Well, there he goes. Awesome.
Our transporter is here. Garrick will be transporting Benji for the adopter. And our adopter is just finishing up paperwork, and we're gonna get Benji loaded.
How you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are
you? Caitlin?
Yes, I am. Nice
I'm
to
Garrick.
meet you.
I'm Garrick. Good to meet you.
Oh, you got a pretty halter and lead rope. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, I hope it fits on your head. I know donkeys are kind of funny shaped, so.
So what are you going to be doing here in a minute?
Well, I'm going to be helping Kimberly, pull out some horses for Doc, for him to check up on and evaluate what's going on with them. We're chopping the abscess off of this one, and then the other ones we're going to x-ray and do what we can to help them out.
So this is Cash. When we rescued him from auction, he had a lump on the side. We think it might be an abscess, but that's what Doc's gonna figure out. So this is the lump right here. I can kind of cover it with my hand, but it feels very much like the abscess that was on the draft horse's shoulder. It's movable and it's kind of soft, so we'll see.
So right now Doc is excising the tumor, trying to dissect it out into one whole piece. So hopefully we don't leave any pieces behind. And we'll just wait and see what it is when he gets it out.
I don't talk a lot in surgery because I'm sort of paying attention to my patient.
Yeah.
Well, I think Cash, he's going to get my award for the patient of the day because we did just a standing thing and we took off a pretty good sized tumor of him without any much trouble. But this thing looks a little bit evil. Looks like we got some cartilage in there. Could have been from an injury and scar tissue set up, or it could be some kind of cancer.
She is a owner surrender that just came in a couple hours ago. Corey noticed when she stepped off the trailer that she was limping a little bit. So we're going to check her out and see what's going on.
That's what we got to evaluate her for, is see what she does if you're going to try riding her under saddle, because I didn't hear a lot of air moving. See if she wins quickly.
You did not hear a lot of air?
Did not hear a lot of air moving. She looks like she's in good shape. I don't see a heave line, so.
When you first told me your name, I didn't hear a word you said.
So, we just got the clear bill of health, so we're gonna start evaluating him. Probably start doing that at the end of this week or next week.
When you made it down the aisle, every moment stole my breath. Bet you could see it in my smile. Should've known it was you I would love until the end.
So you think you want to adopt Willow?
I don't know where this road leads. All I know is I wanna go with you in a life where there's no sure things. I am sure I wanna live it with you.
So yeah, you guys have been here before?
Yes, sir. I've volunteered with my Job America group and come out here and gave volunteer hours. And then she's came with our friends, Jessica and Adam Kelly, her boyfriend's Malachi, and they've adopted 2 from here. I mean, if anybody needs a horse, wants to give it a loving home, just come to Humane Society in Lewis County.
So the adopters came out to look at a couple different horses. Ultimately, they decided to adopt Willow, and I think she's got herself a good home. We're gonna get updates in a couple weeks.
It's our weekly hay visit here.
This looks so much better. The next auction intake is going to be way nicer having this good footing in here. With horses come mud. It's just something that happens, and this part of the pen is where horses come after we rescue them from auction. They unload, they come around the barn, and this is kind of a holding area. And with all the rain we've been getting, it has been getting very muddy back here. So we had the trucks come in with the dump truck, haul the mud away and bring new footing in. So the next auction that we do, when the horses come back here, they're not going to be getting full of mud like they were last time. So good improvement here.
Hi, I'm CJ and I am new to Horse Plus. I am going to be the adoption application liaison and follow-up. I will be the person that you reach out to submit an application if you have questions with the application, and I follow up with you and your references and work with the adoption specialist and the trainers to try to match you with a horse or cat or whatever it is you're looking for. Yeah, I'm a big fan of what these guys have done here, and I'm excited to be a part of it now. I've always loved animals and helping them in any way that I can, and now I have a bigger part in that, so I love being here so far.
So these awesome folks came out and adopted from us not very long ago, and they're back. So we're gonna see if we can find them some more family members for their family. And I've been seeing updates that are just awesome. It looks like your horse family is thriving.
Yeah, they're doing really, really well.
So
looks like Diamond's on her way right now.
How's Diamond doing? Can you tell me a little bit about her story? Because I know you know a bit about her story, right?
Yeah.
So she was born in Colorado, and by a lady that just loved her Arabians, and so she had her all of her life, and she was just getting where she couldn't take care of all of her horses anymore. So she surrendered 2 of them to us. So Diamond's a really pretty nice horse.
I have been thinking about her
For a long time.
Yeah,
doesn't
for the
stop
last
talking
3
about
weeks.
her. She's a beautiful horse. She
And
really is.
I gotta say, when we were here, the 2 that we picked up were, I could tell, like, okay, we're ready to work with them, but Diamond seemed like she was still really unsettled. So I thought, I think I'm gonna have to,
definitely settled in now.
I'm gonna have to work up to to her.
Yeah. So I did do some groundwork with her. From what I know, she has 90 days of training on her on the ground. She just hasn't had any time under saddle.
So what do you think of her since you've been working with her?
She is really soft. Whoever did the initial ground training with her did an excellent job. She definitely knows her stuff. Yeah.
It's our first meeting, face to face. Hello, sweetheart. Try to make a good impression here.
I'm gonna do a little bit of stuff on the ground with her, and then I'm gonna sack her out with the saddle pad and throw the saddle on and see how she does.
Whatever you've done with her, she's just a whole different girl.
I've only pulled her out once.
So the last time we were here, she looked like she was about to tear the place apart, and I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for
struggling
that.
a little bit on this side.
Whoops.
We'll just wait on her. There we go.
She's so much calmer. You guys are amazing. You can just tell she feels like safe and she's definitely a diamond. So this is Diamond. Well, we don't know that her name is going to be Diamond. Could be something else. But Diamond's first ride, and kind of glad that it's not me, even though I'm adopting her. He's gonna do great. He's already doing wonders with her, and I'm learning a lot just watching him. And I really think he needs to teach everyone how to train horses. So here he goes, first time on her. Good girl. Good girl.
That's the first I've really worked with her, or the most I've worked with her since we got her. I pulled her out, did like a quick 10-minute evaluation on her about a week and a half ago.
Gotta come closer.
I knew she was something special, and I was right.
Come on.
Well, we came back here. I fell in love with Diamond last time we were here, but we could only take 2. And she had just gotten here, so she seemed a little wild, actually. She was kind of like tearing the place apart, but she is so calm. She's calmed down. And Corey was working with her, and he rode her for the first time for us today, and it was poetry in motion. It was so beautiful to watch. She's a beautiful, beautiful horse. I can't believe that I get to take her home. She's just so precious. She really is a diamond.
All right, so they're gonna adopt Big John and Diamond.
All right, so here's their paperwork.
I'm so grateful to you guys. You are doing amazing work here. Thank you for everything
Thank
you guys
you
are
guys so
doing.
much for coming back too.
Oh yeah.
So in the month of November, we had 20 horses get adopted, and we also had two cats get adopted out. I'm gonna take them down and kind of talk about them a little bit. So this is Bluey. Blue was the first adopted out this month of November. Bluey is a donkey. Went to a good home. I believe the lady has several donkeys now. This is Bonnie. And we have Maverick here. Maverick was here in the past, and then he was brought back as an owner surrender. I actually got to ride him a little bit on the trail. He's a pretty nice horse. We have Nico. And then we have Coda here. Coda was one of ours, I think, from a few months ago, and then she was brought back as a owner surrender. And they said that she was kind of dangerous and was having some issues with training wise, but we brought her back and did an evaluation, and there was nothing wrong with her. She went to a good home. Actually, she went with Rudy as well. They're just a few hours away, and the people that adopted Rudy and Coda have been back a few times now to adopt horses, and we have Lobo. Lobo came in the September auction, and he was one of the first horses evaluated from the September auction, and he was actually a pretty good horse. He was kid safe, and he went to a home where I think he's helping out some kids, teaching them how to ride. We have Rowdy here. Rowdy also came from the September auction. And then we have Lady and Hickory here. They went to the same home, and they are both blind. So we have an adopter that comes out, and she adopts a bunch of our blind horses. So she's kind of got a blind horse sanctuary going on. But I know that they're being well taken care of in their new home. And then we have Cece. Cece was from the October auction, and she was actually adopted by our new animal health and records person here at Horse Plus. And she went home just a couple days ago. And then we have Wyatt. He also came from the September auction. He is a kid safe horse, and he went to a home where he's helping out a few kids now. We actually had one of our volunteers out here ride him a couple times. He's a pretty good horse. And then we have Raven. Raven is a pony, and she went to go teach some kids how to ride. And then we have Blue here. Blue here was one of my favorites. I know that you guys probably saw me working with Blue on one of the episodes. But she was an unhandled mule, and I'd worked with her a few times and got her to the point where she's at least comfortable around people. And the person that adopted Blue wanted a challenge. They say the true test of horsemanship is if you can train a mule, because you really have no room for mess ups when you're training a mule. You got to do it 100% by the book. We have Coda here. Coda was one of the owner surrenders from Colorado, and he had his daughter come with him, and his daughter was actually adopted out yesterday. But he was an older stallion. He was, I think, gelded just a few years ago, so he was proud cut. But he had pretty good training on him. He had been ridden a little bit, probably like 5 or 10 years ago, and he went to a good home, but he's making someone pretty happy now. We have Cowboy here. This is the mini that came in the October auction, and Tawny actually adopted Cowboy. He's pretty much our new mascot here at Horse Plus. We have Jukebox. He was a warm blood, and he used to be a show horse. He was an owner surrender. They brought him back or out here because they kind of wanted him to retire. But yeah, he's at his new home now, just doing light trail rides. We have Phoenix here. Phoenix is completely blind. He did not go to the same person as before, as that took the other blind horses, but he definitely went to a good home. And then Benji here. Benji found his forever home actually a couple days ago, and the lady came out. She really wanted a donkey, and he was a good fit. It was actually the fastest adoption we've ever had out here at Horse Plus. But I don't know if you guys ever heard Benji's bray, but it was pathetically cute. Just really squeaky, and I've actually never heard anything like it. And then we have Willow. Willow is about a year and a half old. Pretty much unhandled, started halter training, but she went to a trainer who's gonna work with her and get her going. And we have our two cats down here, Hero and Blaze. And our grant manager, Taitlin, actually took Hero and Blaze home. Not sure exactly what their breed is, but they're pretty cute. And that's all the adoptions for the month of November.
Just look at that face. Just how can you say no to him? It's just great. And this hair, it's just so fluffy.
Well, you think that you're gonna adopt Adonis?
I think so.
All right, awesome.
So we have a year-round Christian camp and retreat center, and so we have usually around 10 horses. In the summer we do summer camp programs, and middle school and up do trail rides, and then elementary just do pony rides and stuff. And so looking for horses that are just really good for kids or can get there, and that the kids can just kind of enjoy nature and everything during their week of camp. So.
All right, she is adopting Adonis.
Yay!
All right, so we'll just get your paperwork together here.
Yay! Oh, good thing I'm tall. Yay! Wow, it's been a pony week.
There you go.
Yay!
Thank you. You had a great ride back, and it was great meeting you.
You too. So we picked up, or I saw Adonis today and I adopted him. And so we'll be hopefully picking him up on Monday and looking at a couple other horses. Just can't fit him in my little Nissan over there. And so we'll be coming back with a trailer and taking him home.
Awesome. And how has your experience been out here at Horse Plus today?
It's been great. Super easy, and the weather held out, which was awesome, and it's beautiful, so couldn't be better.
Would you ever recommend Horse Plus to anybody else if they were looking for horses? Or?
Yes, everyone. Horses for everyone.
Due to an outbreak in COVID-19 in our area, we have decided to postpone our Home for the Holidays adoption event. And along with that, we have also decided to postpone any adoption appointments until after the new year.
Pilgrim is doing so well after he's had all his special hoof care. He hasn't come out of the stall. We've just kept him in the stall bedded down to keep him comfortable. This is the first time he's gonna walk outside of the stall. Last time he was out of the stall, his feet were really long, basically like elf-shaped hooves. And our farrier and vet have done such an amazing job. So we're gonna take some first steps outside of the stall on those new feet we got for you, huh? Yes, we're gonna do that. This is a big day for you. Yes, it is. You can actually walk. Yeah. Aw, see, you're so happy. Yeah. You did it. You did it. Yes, you did. This is basically part of the rehab process, is getting him to use those legs. And you know, the x-rays showed that his bones are in great condition for as bad as his feet were. There wasn't rotation. But you know, obviously he's been used to standing basically, you know, with his legs twirled over and twisted in. So now he's actually, you know, having to walk like a more normal horse would, and it's a challenge for him because he's not used to it. Come on. Come on, baby, come on. Come on. There you go. Come on, you can walk over and get the goodies. I'm so excited with Pilgrim's progress. It's just exciting to see a little pony that could barely walk getting to walk again for the first time and realizing that he's got a future. And that future is only made possible because of people just like you supporting our organization and helping us rescue, shelter, and protect horses. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Definitely like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, make a donation, follow us on Facebook, and we have many more stories just like this one that you're not going to want to miss.